So I get to the tennis courts that I recorded at yesterday and practiced, and there were people playing tennis. And I said, hey, would it bother you if I skated on this court? And the guy said yes. So I went over to this basketball court, and there's someone playing basketball on the other side of it. So I figured I'd get some down and backs in. And so I'm trying to drop the board, hop on it, and then tail slide with my heel, I guess heel slide. And the thing is, there were people around, and I felt like it was hard to focus. And so there's a little sidewalk there. Now, I've not really ridden my skateboard on a sidewalk before, primarily because it's like dush, 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 dush. And so I was like, all right, well, let me give it a try. I can empathize with skateboarders always kind of skateboarders seem to be always kind of like marauding around. And I can see why, because if you don't have a skate park, you basically just need to skate anywhere you think might be interesting. So in this instance, there wasn't any place except for asphalt or the sidewalk. And so I'm trying to skate down the sidewalk and then ride off into the grass. And I'm always working on dropping that board and hopping on one foot. Back to the court. And I'm working on this little tail pop catch. You know, yesterday I hit my foot with the skateboard, so today you can tell I'm flicking as I watch this, you can tell I'm flicking my right foot back because I'm nervous about the skateboard hitting me on top of my foot. I actually didn't even realize I was doing that. So, you know, now I do as I'm watching this. But, you know, my tail slide with the heel is very slowly getting better. More like, you know, an actual, like, boom, you know what I mean? But that one is a long work in progress, dude. Almost knocking myself out with the board. So it's almost like today I felt like it was like a reset day. Like I felt like I just don't know what the heck I'm doing. Felt like I kind of felt a little more proficient yesterday. And one thing I learned skating on these cracks is that, you know what they do? They toughen you up a little bit. Because I always want to skate on smooth surfaces. Naturally, I like the glassy, smooth surfaces, especially over at KTR. And I like skating on the tennis courts. And yeah, but they weren't available. And so what I learned from skating on the sidewalk is it forces you to kind of like deal with like the mental, because it's like guh. And that's a vibe. It makes me fearful. And so I'm feeling like relatively fearful as it's going dush, 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 dush. My skateboard's making different noises that I haven't heard before. And it's just an additional psychological kind of thing, as opposed to just skating on a really smooth surface, which of course I prefer. And here, my focus was to, instead of try to prevent the board from going bump, bump, bump. What I noticed is the board usually bounces like 2 or 3 times. It's like da, da, da. Like, see, there's no bounce there. My foot is actually pressing the board down when I start instead of it there. You see how the skateboard just bounced? What I was trying to do is have it not bounce. And so it makes contact with my foot right at the time when it lands. And that's like a very smooth start. So that's what my focus of this little drill was. And just going shorter distances. And after this, I was like, all right, I'm gonna pack it up and head to the truck. And then I was like, let me try out this asphalt, because I've not used this board on asphalt before. And you know, skating on the sidewalk and skating on the asphalt taught me, this is gonna sound weird, but you know, you gotta toughen up a little bit psychologically to skate on rougher surfaces.